So, did I lose my audience? It is late, of course. Hello. Forgive the way I look tonight. I am here relatively a cappella. Hi, Susan. Nice to see you. I wasn't exactly sure whether I was going to come on tonight or not. I really didn't even. Hi. I didn't even. Hi, Myra. I didn't even put on makeup today. I just wasn't up for it. Hi, Rita. It's just trying to get past this thing has been a little more difficult than I had anticipated that it would be. I think I probably made the mistake on, I don't even remember, one day runs into the next. I'm feeling a little bit better tonight. This morning I was feeling quite terrible. During the night I didn't feel well. So it was not pleasant. And I really was concerned. But the more people that I speak to who've had any issue at all with this kind of stomach thing have all said that it's taken time and that it really was awful. So thank God I don't have any of the horrible symptoms anymore. Yes, you should make me laugh. That would be a gift. That would be a gift on so many levels. Yes, please. That would be. And if you would say a little prayer for me too, please. I have something I was supposed to go out on as a possibility, work related. But of course, with the stomach thing, I've put it off till later in the week. So I'm hoping it does turn into something. So that would be nice. Thanks. Hi, Carol. So I've been watching a few of the videos as I have been able to, but I've been doing a lot of work on my own as well. I've been trying to find a good graphic software. No snow here, thank God, so far. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen any day soon. Today was not as wow. Today was not as bad as it has been in terms of the weather. It had been much colder. Oh, thanks a lot. You know, the funny thing is, I was looking at this today when I put it on, and I said, it's a pretty color. It's got a nice neckline. It's got a little bit of jewel tone thread in it, you know, kind of nice for the winter. And I said, it's not me. It's just really not me. So I was thinking that I should wash it and give it away because Lord knows I shouldn't keep the things that I really don't need. So I think maybe I should do that. I was supposed to give a package to Big Brothers today, but with this stomach bug, everything got backed up, so that's not. Yeah, hi, thanks. So, you know, it's just something that I thought of doing, but as I say, I've been so crazy. Historical low wind chill. Yeah, yeah, thanks. Don't give it away. It actually has a nice fit. You sort of don't see it, the angle that I am. Let me see, I don't know if I can, I'm comfortable, let me leave it alone. But it's got a nice kind of a scoop neck. It doesn't speak to, but then again, look at the way I'm feeling, so that could have a lot to do with it as well. What I should probably do, because I want to start doing a few videos of shopping my closet and just showing you different ways to put outfits together. Some people had mentioned they would have an interest in that, and just kind of having a little fun with it. It's going to be a little less professional. Thank you. It's going to be a little bit less professional than it typically would be because I probably won't be wearing shoes, or if I am, it's going to be the sneakers that I can walk in. So yeah, I'm definitely going to do that because there are so many times and so many ways that we could so easily shop our own closets, a lot of us. So it notified. Oh, good. I'm glad that it did. So yeah, it's been really, really busy, you know, with all this kind of stuff going on. It didn't notify. Oh, I thought you said it did. Okay. just exchange closets. Yeah, I have actually, if somebody got, whoa, this was not planned. If somebody got my closet, I think they would be happy campers. I really do, because I have more clothes than I need. Yours did? Oh, good. I actually saw it come through on my other phone. I didn't look for that reason, but I saw my face, which I thought was interesting. Good. Oh, I'm glad. You invited Kathy A to join us. Didn't Kathy come on once or twice before? I thought she had. Kind of like Poshmark, exactly. I actually have I have a Poshmark store. Now, when I say that, I put it in quotes because it's not set up, because it's just one of those things that I haven't gotten to. I have quite a lot of vintage clothing that I bought brand new. I still have tags hanging from them. I really should, well, I should show it to you one day, but I really should sell those things. I've got some pretty silk dresses and things that other people might enjoy, and they made things so much better back then that I think it would be a nice find for somebody else. It's just trying to put all the little pieces of all the little things going on when I'm trying to jump over Mount Everest to kind of get past the big things that are going on. So I've got my fingers and toes crossed. It is simply not an easy time. You know, I think maybe that they would. I think maybe they. I even have a couple. Well, I don't know if they would sell so fast, but I have a couple or a few gowns left. I did not get out, Sandy, and I actually had a terrible night last night and felt awful this morning. Yeah, you have to work it. I don't know that I have time to work it because I'm also trying to set something else up. Um, I might as well tell. I'm trying to set up a merchandise kind of thing in coordination with my channel because I had some thoughts about some fun things that I wanted to create for my people. So I am working on that as we speak. Yeah, Etsy, you really have to work too, I think. But I think, I don't know. Yeah, it's February 5th. Oh, it's funny. I spoke to David today and he said to me that he went in someplace today and whoever it was that he saw said, I saw you on television. And he said, oh, apparently they're already running the previews. The president will be on. Okay. Should I? I'm not, yeah. I do need merch. I really do. And I think I've got some really cute ideas. I would love to show it to you, but I don't want anybody out there seeing it trying to rip. Oh, is it? Well, you do what you have to do. We'll tell you all about it. Um, I just don't want anybody ripping my ideas off, so I thought I should wait until they were actually created on things. Oh, a State of the Union that night. I didn't realize you meant that night. Oh, yeah, it could be preempted, but CNBC, yeah, they would preempt. Actually, I would like if it were preempted forever, but it is what it is. You know, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. So I'll hold off on it. I think I'm hoping my biggest issue is the graphics I'm using to create it, which is creating huge issues for me. But I have done a lot of graphic work in my past life. In this life, I used to design a lot of logos for people, and I used to design graphic work for them. So it started by accident, the way a lot of things in my life tend to. I had designed a couple of logos for myself, and people always kept saying, who did that for you? And I said, I did. So then people started asking me to do it for them, and that's how I went down that road. But everything is so different today in the way in which it works. And I need so much more information about how I can protect myself and make sure that I'm not doing a lot of work so somebody else can benefit by it. Yeah, I think it's going to be fun. I truly do think it's going to be fun. I'm enjoying, I would enjoy it more if my life were not so turbulent right now. As a matter of fact, I would thoroughly enjoy it then because normally I find stuff like this very relaxing. Not necessarily right now, because anything that goes wrong now gets me frustrated easily, and I typically don't frustrate easily. I typically am more laid back and very easygoing. Hi, Shar. But it's been a harder time. Major anxiety attack. Oh, blood pressure was high. Accessories? Yeah, well, accessories meaning what? Had to go for blood work pressure. Oh, you have, oh, yeah, I know that. A lot of people have that, and doctors understand that too. Yeah, I think part of it is the chronic pain, and I think part of it is the enormous anxiety because, of the type of business I'm in and that I don't have income. So it's yeah, it's a scary time. It really is. I would be anything but honest if I said anything else. So I need to temper all of it and just have more of the faith that I already have. I really have a lot of faith. Oh, will I be wearing accessories to go with the clothes to show you? You betcha. Absolutely, that's going to be part of the deal. Sure. Good God, I could even show them to you with handbags. Yeah, so I will definitely plan to do that. I mean, I have to, it's got to be, you have plenty of room. So yeah, because the truth is, Carol, that's what makes the whole thing. Oh yeah, I know. I can move in there. Listen, I may have to. Oh, I'm sorry that your internet is awful. Yeah, there's been a lot of that. I understand. Oh, so is Georgia expecting terrible weather tomorrow? Is tomorrow the 29th or is today? I've lost track of time. Yeah. And it's being able to put the whole package together. It's a funny thing for me. Your last job was outsourced to India. That's exactly it, Sylvia. Yeah, you have to. Oh, oh yeah, because one of the people that I communicate with for my business stuff is in Georgia, and they said the office is going to be closed tomorrow because of weather. So yeah, I think yeah. But to get back to the other thing, no question, it's supposed to snow in Maryland. I hope not. I really hope it is not, and I pray to God that we're okay here. But my foot is starting to bother me again. Have something interesting to share. I can't retire unless I just want to lay down and die. I don't know. I can't, unfortunately. So it is what it is. I never, I hate to say this, but it's the truth. I always felt well and I always did well in business. Now, when I say that, not well enough to be able to lead a grand life, but well enough to lead a comfortable life, comfortable for me. I didn't take I didn't take vacations. I had my dogs. I really didn't do a lot of entertainment stuff for myself, but I was comfortable. But I thought I would always be able to do it because I always had done it. Stupid. I get that it's stupid, but I think I was in denial because it was easier to be and hoping that I could function. I thought that I would live to be whatever ripe old age, and I would just collapse in somebody's house one day showing a house. I mean, that would be terrible for actually all the people involved, so poo 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 to that. But I think I was not looking at the reality of my situation, and it's only me. So it's difficult. It's difficult. And I should have started to rely on different sources of income, but I didn't do it, and now I'm playing catch up. The staging would be great if my leg weren't bad. How great of a stager can I be if I can't grab all the stuff? You are so right, and please keep telling them that, because the reality is here now. It's just, it is what it is. So I admit it. I mean, it was not smart. I don't advise it for anybody. Don't live in the moment. Exactly. I'm glad you're here also, PJ. I think the biggest issue is, it's funny. I did well in good markets and bad markets. It sort of didn't matter because I had a base of people that I interacted with and who were very good to me over the years by referring me to people. And yeah, yeah. So it's hard, but Lord knows I had warning. I have one brother who was very successful and was talking to me about retirement a good 10 years ago and telling me what you needed to do kind of thing. I was comfortable with the status quo. Hi, Erlinda. Oh no, I don't. I start whenever what is it? I'm having one of those nights again. Whenever the something moves me, whenever the spirit moves me, the spirit, hello, whenever the spirit moves me. So I don't have a cold. It was just before I got a little flummy. Exactly, we need a commune. Don't laugh. The mood strikes is good as well. Linda had wanted to have a commune years ago. She lived through the Depression. Yeah, yes. Yes, absolutely. And I have to tell you, in those days, they were so cautious because of what they had lived through, and because it was so painful and long-lasting and devastating and unpredicted that they were thrown by it, and they didn't have things like we have today, all the helpful resources that we have, at least to get us through something. So it was really hard for them. I know the minimalist stuff is a good idea. My mother always used to talk about the fact that when she was young, she had 2 blouses and a skirt. Moving back to Utah. Excuse me, I'm sorry. But she said, exactly, that's about what I could afford, one of those tiny homes. Yeah, and wouldn't that be great? I know those senior moments are horrible. There are stores on every corner, and now stores are open on Sundays. They never used to be open on Sundays, at least here. And now you don't even have to leave home to shop. And now, even if you don't want to shop, you're assaulted with ads all the time. Yeah, what can I tell you? I just, it is what it is. The house is definitely too big for me to run, but it's right now the blue law, exactly. It had to be closed on Sunday, and all about booze on Sundays. Yep, the day of rest. Oh, really? I missed something? Okay, I'll be on the watch. Hi, Melissa. Nice to see you. So I think people who grew up in that time really had, oh, that's a wonderful idea, Sandy, a tiny house in my backyard. Target is open to, right. But it's like, it just makes it too easy for us. It makes it too easy for us to spend money. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't see the message, so I'm kind of waiting here to see what happens. I mean, my mother grew up in a time, they lived in an apartment. She used to talk about it when she was young. And exactly. And the apartment they lived in didn't have a bathroom. There was a bathroom in the hall that a couple of families shared. Think about it. Exactly. You're recycled as a nanny. But I mean, I have to laugh. Okay. It's taken care of now. Okay. Um, yes. So, yeah, this is, in any case, I think that it made people of the day a lot more sober in their thinking and the way that they looked at money and the way they looked at things that they might have considered frivolous. So, I mean, there were definitely different levels, as there always will be, I'm sure, different levels of experience in this world and all of that. But they prepared for the future. My husband prepared for the future. It was just part of who he was. My brothers both, well, of course, it was easier for them too because it was built in to their work as well. Because of the work I did, I got to earn a more comfortable income than I might have, but I had no benefits. So, that is so funny. I guess so. I guess so. So, it's um it's kind of it's definitely a sobering thought, but I think one of the interesting things, a plus, if one, I would consider moving out of state if I had someplace to go where I knew someone and where I could afford to live. Well, knew someone is not only generally speaking absolutely true. Okay. Um, I just I don't want to interrupt this thing all the time. This is silly. But I think, okay. Hello. So, and it's not a full moon. It's not. Maybe I was missed yesterday, but what I started to say, and I think this is an important thing, that in the darkest of times, sometimes there can be some good and there can be some light. And for me, that is having this sudden need to reinvent myself at my advanced stage of wisdom, as I always refer to it. Exactly. So if how do you do that? Because you're used to living a certain way, doing certain things. I mean, so many of us are reluctant to learn new technology. We're reluctant to have to do things in a different way. So, yes, I do have social media. But yes, yes, absolutely. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Shar. So yeah, there is good in that. And I don't know. The problem is, you know what I feel like? what was that book? I'm running as fast as I can. I feel that way sometimes. I'm running as fast as I can. They do. They absolutely do. And I say you have to be prepared to live in the world in which you find yourself. If there were a time warp, as there is in movie land, and if one could travel through time to another time and place, we would have to learn to adapt to what was going on then. In essence, it's the same thing in our own lives, because when you think about it, every time we have to change or adapt who we are to what's going on in our particular world, we have to do it whether we're prepared to do it or not. And we have to come up with new ways of survival. Some are luckier than others. Some have people who will step in and help, and some people do not. They do say that. So yes, I mean, it really is wonderful. I mean, it's a wonderful thing if you have that kind of, yes, families live together. Absolutely true. I will tell you, in the Indian culture, there is a lot of that, because I see it with so many. I've seen it with clients and friends, my wonderful neighbors. They have had family living with them for years. It's just part of their culture. So they don't have to worry about that. Oh, Lena, hi, it's nice to see you. Yeah, I missed the last part of your comment. I need to go back. The difference between a rut and a grave is just a matter of inches. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. In Greece, families live together too. That's right. And I think that's absolutely wonderful. It's a wonderful thing. With a law degree, yeah, Denise, things happen. I know. Grandma and children. It's a wonderful thing for all of them. Oh, absolutely true. American Indians did live that way. That's true too, Denise. In Italy, that a lot of the families living multi-generationally. But I think we outgrew it, and now when we look at our own children and how removed they are from any, but then again, if you think about it also, they're removed from so much else because of when they are visiting with us much of the time, or at least my experience has been, isn't it a lot of this? You're sitting talking to them and they're doing this. They are not used to interacting in the same way that we did. They're not used to feeling a sense of responsibility for those who came before them to help out in case they need it. It's just, I am 100% with you, Erlinda, 100% with you, and I feel the same way. And I look at them, there is a great reverence. They had that in Chinese families. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. There's no question about it. It's just, it is really, really tough. Would it be terrible if I let you talk to each other for long enough for me to get something to drink? I'm so dry. They don't respect their elders. I wonder, I think some of them don't even respect themselves. Wants to tax drinking water, why not? The only constant is change, and that's the absolute truth. Okay, so bear with me for a minute, talk to each other. I'm just running to get, I'm not running, you know that. I'm just going to get water or something. I have to tell you, every time I reach for a bottle of bottled water, any brand, when I open it or when I start to drink it, I always think that some person, some families are not close, it's true. I always think that some person is standing at somebody's sink, filling all these bottles full of water and selling it to us. That's how my demented mind. I should I should have a wine, shouldn't I? Oh my. Okay. Nothing like warm water. I should have had it in the fridge at least. That is a new trend, Patricia, and I think it's a great idea. I have to tell you once again, I never thought it when we were younger. Really. Uh, some people love living here anyway. It's not something I discuss. It really is not, so forgive me. Golden Girls roommates, exactly. I think now that would make for some, yeah, I think I like that a lot. Thinking of merch. My entrepreneur's head. Linda always liked having roommates. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It's just something I don't, it has nothing to do with age per se. It has to do with the fact that people like to put people in boxes. And I've never fit into any box of any kind in my work or anything else. Led a hard life. Yeah. I think, wow, I think I was thirsty. You know, I haven't really eaten food until, well, that's not true. Last night I did have a little something for dinner. But tonight I made myself a lean cuisine. It was fettuccine with chicken. And I realized when I went to stir it that it probably wasn't the smartest thing. Oh, thanks a lot. I love the idea of living in groups. First of all, I think it's not only well, it's beneficial in so many ways. If you think about it, people when they have something to look forward to, they do better. I think they age better. I think they don't get sick as often. I think I think statistics would probably show that people would live longer because it was the next stage that was something really, it's something that really could make such a difference in so many people's lives. And, you know, what a fun thing it would be. It really would. But it's not, you know, I'm cooking for the group and cleaning the toilet. Although I have to tell you, I never knew about those toilet wands that, the ones that you just do the toilet, I don't know, is it um, Clorox? And you just then throw it away? Yeah. Oh yeah, please God. What is my favorite food? Let's see. I think I like I love Italian food. I really love Italian food. Well, you know, but I also like some French food. Spanakopita. I love spanakopita. I eat spanakopita quite often. If one is talking about Greek food, I love moussaka. I love pasticcio. There are a lot of things that I like. I love Greek salad. I also had I I'm feeling a little bit better tonight. I actually have not been feeling better up to now, but thank you very much. This was not a fun thing. You make spanakopita. You make everything, Denise, don't you? Yes, I love it. Oh, right. Yes. Is that, I don't know how to pronounce that one though. Tzatziki? Um, my dearest friend for many years was Greek. And she also taught me how to say some cute things in Greek. What about those pads that have that wonderful padding that you can stand on, Denise? Does that help at all? Anything like that when you're standing to cook? Yes, as Mary used to tell me, it's gyros, not gyros, because people here call it gyros. Yes. Yeah, oh, it's absolutely gorgeous there from everything that I see. We have a girl at the office who goes there every summer for about 5 or 6 weeks. That's what it was, the anti-fatigue mat. Yeah, because those are really supposed to be very helpful. Lemon chicken soup. Oh, yeah, the lemon chicken soup. They have it all the time, and obviously in the Greek restaurant that I go to quite often. But I never have it because I love their pea soup. Hardwood on cement is not good. Absolutely true. Oh, here we go. Regional cuisines. I agree with you. You live in Athens. Oh, wonderful. What's your weather like now? A bit cold. What's a bit cold for you? Because here, when it's a bit cold, it's a bit cold. Your son-in-law comes from Athens. He looks like a nice guy, Sandy. Wow, I certainly, in Fahrenheit. Oh, yeah, in Fahrenheit, I forgot because they do Celsius. Oh, what is it in Celsius? It's funny that all the measurements they did in the hospital were in Celsius. And I said, well, now tell me so that I can understand what I weigh. Oh, it's about 60? His dad is up in one of the villages, tends the olive groves. Oh, life is so different. My brother and his wife go to Italy and the South. It's the right way. They go to Italy and the south of France every year. And he always said if he could have, that's where he wanted to retire. But it's such a different way of life there, and it's so relaxed, and they just absolutely love it. Oh, yeah, that's great. That's really great. So you really got to experience a lot of that. That's terrific. It's also interesting for me. The economy is bad in Greece. They love Italy. They just love it. And the whole area that they go to. Yeah. Yep. It is what it is. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Every time I think of Greece, I think of the white houses in the mountains and the boats and the beautiful weather. Oh, I'm sure that grease is fun. I'm sure it is. It's just all of it is such a different way of life. Expensive trip. Yeah. Yep. And for me, I think I'm pretty much not homebound, please God, not homebound, but not off to any faraway places. Not anytime soon. I would be really happy to have my leg comfortable enough to actually be able to take a nice walk. That would be good. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. How close were you? That's very frightening. My other brother lived in Paris for a year. He enjoyed living there, but he found it very frustrating on the level that anytime you needed anything done, about a mile away. Oh, Jeff? Hi, Jeff. Nice to meet you. So, yeah. Yep. It's a whole lot different. So, still having fun with the grandkids, Denise? After 9/11. One of my clients, it's horrible. One of my clients who became a very good friend, he and his significant other, they were about to buy a house here right before 9/11. And then 9/11 happened and they were in contract. And I thought, oh, dear God. Um, Now I forgot what I was going to say. I'm just getting myself distracted by all of this. Don't walk down a no-go zone. Who is that? Who is, I don't know who that is. Oh, can somebody explain to me? I have no idea. Was in the air on 9/11? That had to be terrifying. He wound up coming here. He flew was it the day after 9/11 that they allowed planes to fly? When the very first plane that was allowed to fly, he was on coming from Ohio to New York, and he said that he was the only person on the plane. Nobody else was flying. Wow. Yeah, that's all really frightening stuff. Oh, there must have been a lot of salt in that lean cuisine. I could feel my foot swelling. That is really interesting. Wow. That's very interesting. Let's talk about food. Yeah, I agree with you. Let's talk about anything else. I was going to talk about something else and then I forgot what it was. I was about to ask you something. The question is what? Oh, yes. Oh, thank you. I still can't stop with this phlegmy thing. Okay. All right, let me do it before I forget it again. They have things on YouTube. Oh no, that was, I think, just the thing that I'm starting to do, just the fun thing that I'm embarking on, that I'm trying to do. But there is a thing on YouTube. There is apparently a whole community. Now, what is it called? ASMR, I think, are the initials. Does anybody know what that is? Oh, you're good. I'm glad. So, if I'm an old hooker, oh, that's hilarious. That's no, I've had probably the same kid on before who said the same thing. They really need to get a new life and a new line. So, come on, kid. It is what it is. So, does anybody know what that is? Because I saw a video, it came up in my recommended list, of that Lori Beth, and she was sitting there with the camera right near her mouth, chewing food, showing people how she was chewing food. Oh, it's auditory. Ah. Oh, that's so funny. You are an old hooker. Yeah. And I didn't, auditory sensory meridian response. Ah, it's a tingling sensation. What? Um, okay. I know she's constantly asking for, well, no, that's not true. She's not. She just did it a little bit for a while, but she was asking for a lot. Um, so I love to crochet. I haven't done it in a long time. I cannot imagine it. I cannot imagine making a video of yourself chewing food. Hi, Valley. Nice to see you. Okay, there was something else that I wanted to. Two hookers in the group. It's relaxing for sleep. For heaven's sakes. Just to recoup. All right, now I need to soft talking. So ASMR can even be talking? Well, I have to tell you, when I was listening to her chew, I found it really disturbing. I mean, it was like it was, I, it's okay to enjoy your food and to have it be succulent, but I don't know who wants to watch it up close and personal. I have another question. That I keep forgetting her name. I always confuse it. Is it Doreen or Darlene? That House of Gray um, woman. It looked as if she took all her videos down. Does anybody know if she's okay? Whispering is relaxing. Yeah, it bothers me too, Kathy. I can't. I just don't like. I mean, I think most people go out of their way not to chew that way. I think a lot of what she does is in direct response to people popping gum. He used to slurp soup. Well, I know he was very ill, but he's been very ill for quite a while. But it seemed to happen very, very suddenly because she started to make quite a number of videos, which I think she does to just, um, it's in your DNA. Exactly, you should chew with your mouth closed. That is, Oh, really? Making sounds compliments the chef. Son of a gun. I love towel folding. I really love towel folding. I think a lot of people don't realize Dr. Pimple Popper. Exactly. There are people who absolutely love that. I have never watched it, so I cannot speak to either side of that. They say if you're annoyed by chewing, oh, that's interesting. Oh dear. Yeah. Kathy, that's great. Good line. Okay. The night grows older. Yeah. I find it extremely difficult to listen to certain sounds. I do find them. There's a certain sound people make when they go kind of that kind of thing, and gum cracking drives me crazy. I don't. Clicking of forks and knives in a restaurant. Cracked knuckles. Right, I forgot about cracked knuckles. There was somebody when I was very young that just took me back, probably teenage years, who used to crack his or her fingers, knuckles all the time. And I don't remember who it was, but I do remember the sound and would do it. Yeah. That one didn't bother me so terribly much at that point. Cracking the gum makes me crazy. Exactly. And if they were to do it one time, it's bad enough, but they keep doing it. And the joy is to do it as often as you can. He clicked his teeth. You know, the funny thing is about farting. When my older brother was very, very young, he used to refer to it as a fart. So I had no idea, and a fart? What's a fart? I think though, in all fairness, I think the human body does create gas that goes one way or the other. And I think in reality, we all are guilty of having passed it one way or the other. 15 to 40 times a day. That's so funny. The Boston way of saying it. Um, Here we go. I need to do some housekeeping again. I just want to put the cover on so this doesn't leak. I know, I know. Okay. Back to business. Oh, that hurt Sandy when I laughed. No, not anymore. And yes. A pet peeve. I'm gonna sneeze. Maybe not. No, no, no. I said, no, that's okay. What I said was, no, I am not anymore. And yes, I do have a son. That's why I answered you, because I figured you were interested. Yeah, I mean, I talk about my son on my channel anyway. Clanking flatware against China is not nice. Yeah, my dogs used to sleep with me. No, I don't think so. No, 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 no. Or is it somebody? No. Not at all. Not at all. No, I didn't get them groomed yet. There have been so many more pressing things going on in my world, unfortunately. And by the way, I'm just not really loving this particular haircut that I got. What did your mom used to say? What part of what I said is what your mom used to say? You sure are quiet. I'm just not thrilled with, yeah, no, I do brush them when I can. The problem is I have to sit on the sofa at the extreme right end so that they get to sit on my left side so they don't accidentally hurt my right leg. So having it there, there, and then reaching over to the left to do it, it's not as easy as one would think. But yeah, I gave Bailey a total brushing. Now it's probably 5 days ago, and yeah, I've got to do that. That's not the biggest problem right now. I don't think they're mad at. I hope not, but they sure really could use not. Well, they. You know something? I really need to get it done, but there's so much. Oh, I know you're not. Oh, oh, isn't that sweet? That really is sweet. No, we know that you're not. You're welcome here. We certainly have, I'm sure, made you feel welcome. I did want more of an angle. I know, I know, but there's just so much going on. Yes, but she looks great in her hair, no matter how she has it. And then again, if she doesn't have it, she just sticks in some extensions, and she's all set. Aside from the fact that she has this beautiful hair to begin with. I did too. I did too, but I forgot to tell her that. Yeah. Yeah, it just, she said to me, "Are we doing the same haircut?" And I said, "Yes," not realizing that the haircut was given to me before I went for my, she would look good bald. You think Dominic? She does wear hair extensions and things. You want to hot roll my hair any day? Be my guest. I used to wear updos years ago. She gets keratin treatments. Um, yeah, I think she has thick hair, and I think it's great. She said fat. Oh, she said fat? Oh, that's hilarious. I mean, I never said it, but that was what my brother used to say when I was a little girl. And at the time, as a little girl, it was like, I knew fat had to be a dirty word, but I didn't know what it was exactly. It's funny. It's funny the things you remember. It's definitely interesting. You know, I'm really glad I decided to come on tonight because I had to make a decision. I was not, she has a curl and a kink. She's got a great everything. You're absolutely right. But you know something, Kathy? We never know, do we? You're follically challenged. Yes, so am I. Oh, hi, Mary. Um, Curls are beautiful. I agree with you. They are beautiful on women. I was actually thinking, I washed my hair yesterday and I put in a little bit of mousse and I blew it dry, but I know what the mistake was. I didn't blow it dry from the time it was wet. It was actually almost dry when I blew it dry. That was a mistake. Ah, here we go again. Ever since I did that razor a year ago, whatever it was. Really? Hi, Angie. I'm glad you were able to make it. Your hair still hasn't changed to gray? It's fallen out. Oh, tell me. She gave you a great technique for blowing it out? That's great. To match your husband's hair. Let us know how you like it, Erlinda. Oh, now I remember what I was going to tell you before. Ever since this leg started to swell after the infection, I have had it almost. I saw your granddaughter's hair. I did, and it's beautiful. I had oh, good for you. That's a wonderful thing. I'm happy to hear it. The around my ankle, I had an indentation that almost looked as if somebody had put a rubber band around my ankle and that had then taken it off, but it left this thing. Now, mind you, remember, I had not been moisturizing at all. And I realized because I couldn't reach the my foot, I didn't realize that the skin felt like elephant skin. So I finally started to moisturize it. I actually moisturized it 4 or 5 times during the day. Solid gray line. Oh, that sounds actually, it sounds great, not weird. I missed the latest remark. It lasts that long. Wow. That's good. That's really good to know. I wonder how common the name Panagopoulos is because one of the agents that I had to deal with, his name was Panagopoulos also. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I started to say. He's an, oh, the, um, I had not used moisturizer at all, but I put it on over and over and over again today, and I can already see a difference, so I'm going to keep doing it. You never heard of that name? Yeah. The first time I heard of it, I thought it was unusual, but then I had heard of it several times, and then having it mentioned again now. So, yeah, I'm curious to know. Can't do anything about it right now, but I'm curious to know anyway. So, it is, yeah, I thought it was. I have to tell you, the moisturizers that I bought from Bath and Body Works, I love them, and the one that I like there are a few that I like a lot of the ones that the last batch that I had gotten, and the one that I liked the best, and I only bought, they had them on sale for $3, so, because they're typically 13, so I bought 5 of them, and they had a couple of scents that I was not familiar with, and this particular one was, I think it's called White Peach Sangria. Now, I'm not that much of a peachy kind of person. I really did not. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Um, I I what was I saying? Oh, I didn't think I was gonna like that one that much, so I only bought you. Aw, aw, I'm sure. So I only bought one, and I love the scent. The dry down scent is really nice. And it lingers. It just lingers, so it smells good. And the last few days with me not feeling well and kind of lying in bed a lot. Oh, really? Now you tell me. Well, it is what it is. Mouthwash and apple cider vinegar. Bag Balm. I have Bag Balm. I have Bag Balm. They sent it to me in one of those packages. Hi, Sunny. CeraVe cream in the tub. It's so hard for me to read. Now, this is another interesting thing. Remember I told you they said if I put the lotion on the bottom of my foot, I could then lotion the top of if I put it on the bottom of my good foot, I could then moisturize the top of my right foot, which was a great idea. But I realized today as I was doing it, what an idiot I was, because I had worked. I had walked. At one point, I got off the bed and I didn't have my shoes on and I walked in my bare feet. So now with the bare feet, having walked on the floor that the dogs were walking on, going in and out of the house a lot, that I was moisturizing my foot with my other dirty foot. Me? I do not work out, although I think at this point I would love to. I used to ride a bicycle as part of my only real workout thing. And what else? My favorite sport? I'm not I'm not a sports person. Iris? Oh, it's so great. I'm so glad you're here with us. That's terrific. Everybody, welcome Iris. What are frownies? Um, I actually haven't heard from anybody. Well, that's not true. I heard from some new people. But I got a little bit annoyed with the one who had asked me all those questions, and then he was waiting for an answer from me, and I can say hello. Sheila said she uses Crisco. The coconut oil is really good too, but I have to be really careful. Oh, is that what it is? Is Frownies the thumbs down? Once again, I just don't get how people get their jollies, but to each his own. You know, everybody's entitled to, as long as you don't harm somebody else, you're entitled to. And I'm trying to say this in a way that's not, I'm trying to be so careful the way I word this. You got the flannel and the cold pressed castor oil. Oh, yes, you are going to love it. You are going to love it. It's just wonderful. Good. It's such an incredibly healing thing. It's amazing. I'm so happy that I use it. Yes. Oh, yes. You're talking about for the toenail is the coconut oil. Frownies are stickers that go between the eyebrows. Oh, oh, they're for the 11s. Oh, okay. I missed something. Coconut oil is great. Yeah, it really works. You have to be careful, using the coconut oil for the nails. Just keep using it. Yeah, it's good because it moisturizes and also happens to help to, I don't want to call it a cure, but it certainly appears to cure. I hope you do, and I'm so glad you came to visit us. Have a great night and have a wonderful, wonderful life if we don't cross paths again. I'm happy you joined us tonight. Take care. It's so nice when we have these visitors come to see us and spend some time with us. I get the feeling sometimes that it's like we're on an excursion somewhere. Yeah, coconut oil is great. Coconut cream. You got Botox. Oh, just get Botox instead. Yeah. Oh, I can't believe I'm telling you that lean cuisine has to be bad because I'm so dry. Night, Sandy. Wow. Let us know how it goes. Oh, it does. I'm sure that it does. Yeah. Yeah, way too much sodium. Yeah, I know. There seem to be a lot of people talking about that. I was doing so well with all of my skin treatment, but I feel as if I'm losing a lot of ground. I'm going to have to start all over again. I think I'm going to end it soon, folks. because, well, for a couple of reasons. First of all, oh, I'm sure you'll like it. Yeah, antifungal, exactly, and antibacterial as well. Yep, it is really good. I can't tell you how many things I've used those things for, both of them. Oh, thanks a lot. Yeah, thanks. You don't want to look surprised, exactly. I was watching Nisha earlier, and I saw, aw, good night, Donna. I saw her eyebrows move, so, that was because she had had the Botox a while back, quite a while back, I guess it was. I think it was her. I'm pretty sure it was her. I can't trust myself with anything right at the moment because number one, I'm tired, and number two, yeah, thanks a lot. I hope I feel better tomorrow too. Oh, okay. All right, take care. We're gonna kind of end this anyway. And I want to see if it's not too late, maybe I'll try to work on one more design. She really is a lovely looking woman. She's absolutely beautiful. She is. I didn't love the eye look that she created today because I think her eyes are always gorgeous. Absolutely true. She does. She talks about whatever she has. Yeah, she did a different kind of look with the eye. Oh, thank you, Iris. You made my day. Thank you so much. That is just so sweet. We come here very often at night, so feel free to join us any evening that you have time and are so inclined. Take care, everybody. It's been great.